Good afternoon. It is Saturday afternoon, so it's only a day and a half before, well, 2 days in fact, if we think about when the course starts, and you'll be meeting Joel. I'm Bill. You're going to meet Joel first, and you'll see me on the Wednesday. Just a quick introduction I want to do and say, hey, look, this is what we look like. I'm at home at the moment in the spare room. So what I just wanted to let you know is the type of things we're going to cover. We're going to be covering things like critical thinking, digital analysis, critical analysis. We're going to be looking at it from the perspective of, what is the role of the director as an IT advocate? This is something most people don't think about. They just think about it from the perspective of, oh, IT does IT. Let's think. Is that what we need? Probably not now, because otherwise we're going to stagnate and die. But we can go into much more detail on that later. We're going to be looking at Google Analytics, obviously. We're going to be looking at disruption and what disruption means. And we're going to try to disrupt disruption. And you'll see me in a TED Talk, because I did a TED Talk actually about disrupting disruption. So you're going to be lucky enough to share. I'll share that with you. We're then going to be looking at things like marketing and, bounce. And yes, that is a real thing. So marketing bounce. We're going to be looking at IoT, the Internet of Things. What does that really mean? IoT, Internet of Things. Remember, it's all of those things which are internet connected. And we're going to be looking at this from the perspective also, we'll be looking at it in terms of the difference between Web 2.3, Web 2.0, Web 3.0, 4G to 5G, what that really means. We're going to be looking at all sorts around those areas for that. We're also going to be looking at things like CRM and business intelligence. What is business intelligence, and what's the difference between data and business intelligence? So that's going to be always a bit of fun. We're also going to be looking at the interface, what we actually see, what we don't see, and how this relates to the marketing experience. We're going to be looking at marketing theories, obviously. There are a lot of marketing theories, and what we always must remember, the marketing theories in the digital arena are the same marketing theories you use in the non-digital arena, because it's about behaviors. And we're going to be looking at some visual theories. Joel is an expert on this, and he's going to should be good fun, that part. We're going to be looking at AI, artificial intelligence. We'll be looking at AR, augmented reality, VR, virtual reality. What does that really mean for the marketers, and what does that really mean when it comes to all of this? We're going to be looking at a very kind of quick look at cloud computing. We're also then going to look at one of my favorite things, ITP. ITP is so simple. It's intelligence tracking prevention, and you're probably not sure what it is at the moment, but you'll know by the end of this. We'll look at Flock. Now, Flock is an interesting idea. It's all about behaviors again. So that's kind of got what we're going to be covering in a nutshell, and there's a lot to cover. So, assignment 1. When does that need to be in? That needs to be in on the 14th of October. And there's 2 parts to this. Part 1 is we're going to ask you to look at a specific industry sector, and we're going to ask you to look at the opportunities and the challenges that big data have provided. Then part 2 of that, using the same industry, choosing a company from that industry sector, we're going to be asking you to look at it in terms of the web analytics reports, online reports, to really work out what and critically evaluate the business position in that and what they're actually up to. Now, that's kind of assignment 1 in brief. We're going to go into it in huge detail, obviously, later. Assignment 2. Assignment 2 is about Google Analytics. Google Analytics is one of those things you're going to have to learn about, because if you're going into this particular arena, because it dominates this particular marketplace. Now, there are some areas where we've got to think about it from the perspective of, is it going to dominate quite the same way as it has done so far? The answer is probably not, in terms of the marketer and how the marketer targets things, but I will come on to that with some simple work on STP, because segmentation is going to be absolutely crucial now, because of individual tracking is going to be probably not a thing of the past, but it's not going to be as easily done as it once was. So we're going to be looking at Google Analytics, and we're going to be getting you to get onto the set up your own account with a Google merchandise store, and we're going to be looking at the ABCs. acquisition, behavior, conversion. So that in a nutshell is what we're going to cover in the next 6 weeks. Really looking forward to it. And I hope you can see there's an element of enthusiasm and excitement in the way I'm speaking. I hope to see that with you guys. So see you soon. Joel will see you on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.